Hello and welcome to the Barrel Roll Newscast for December 2nd. Today we're talking Infinity War trailer, Mulan movie news, Splatoon update that we missed last week, some more Switch news with release dates, and we're talking about the brand new Frozen short. All that and more. Stay tuned. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Barrel Roll Newscast. Again, it's still December 2nd.
Yes.
Yep. We do this.
December now.
We do this live. It is December. Way too excited about it. Either way, I'm Nick.
I'm Chris.
Brian.
And let's get right into the news. Big thing this week.
Huge.
Record-breaking. Record-breaking huge thing.
Apparently.
The Infinity War trailer for the next Avengers film.
Yes.
Dropped.
Finally.
I know everybody's like, when? And I love the Russo brothers like Instagram where they were dropping like, they dropped a 3, but it wasn't like a Marvel-esque 3. It was literally like a 3 with cartoon eyes, and hands, and everybody's like, what's this supposed to mean? And then there was a 2, and they're like, oh, like that's what it got real. And then they announced on Good Morning America that the trailer was going to come out. So that morning when I was getting ready for work, all of a sudden it was like top of my, top of my list. So I'm like, sweet.
So many people posted about it.
Well, so I sat on the can, and I was like, and first viewing. Then I get to school, and recess happens, and one of my coworkers comes in and he goes, "Did you watch it yet?" And I'm like, "Yeah, on the toilet this morning. Thank you very much." And he's like, "It was out that early?" And I'm like, "Yeah, on Good Morning America on the East Coast, so like we got it on the West, like right as we were waking up." So
I watched the first one at school too.
So he did. So we watched it again, and then Tony, who's not here today, in case you can't tell, but Tony sent us a message. He was waiting for his fiance to watch it together. Like, and by then I had already seen it. Like, Troy Barnes, And then I had already seen the trailer like 3 times. I think I'm like, I'm on my third watch of it.
What up?
That was.
He texted me that.
Yeah. Wow. That's all I gotta say about it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh dear.
I gotta be careful of spoilers when I. There were a lot on YouTube after that. It was a lot of spoilery stuff. What did they miss? And the speculation.
Well, yeah. Now we can get into all that kind of stuff. So the one thing that is out of the bag. So if you haven't seen the trailer and you have not seen Thor,
surprise.
Don't watch. Like, turn your volume off for like 5 seconds.
Mute us.
But if you've now seen the trailer, but you haven't seen Thor, you've obviously realized that he's, he's
missing something.
He's missing some, a something on his body.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that was great at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Mantis.
People think that Peter Quill was put in, like green screened in, just because the lighting on him is different.
Yeah.
People were speculating on that one. They're like, what? Or are they just throwing him in there? Like, they might have cleaned him up. They might have done something, just like they did with Thor in the Ragnarok trailers.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you see, I remember there was in the Thor trailers, there was where he's lighting up on the bridge at both his eyes.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the piece is like you're sitting there going like, Marvel's really good at that part of the trailer piece where they're like, oh yeah, so someone's like maybe he had just been in a fight or something like that, so they cleaned Quill up so you're not expecting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm confused at the start with the red planet. Because that's definitely not Earth.
No.
So I'm curious as to why Tony and Spider-Man are on a different planet.
And who knows when that takes place? Who knows? That could be the core of Thanos' ship. There's a lot of if ands or buts. Spidey's back, or Spidey's in his
new suit,
in his iron spider suit,
and there's his hair raising too.
Yeah, so
I know spider sense
are kicking in now.
Well, and like they said, they were in. He had them. They just didn't pronounce them as much.
Yeah.
Because they did say he did have, like, that's why he had to wear the goggles that, you know, do the aperture thing, is because his senses are too heightened.
Yeah.
They just weren't warning him of danger so much in the Homecoming movie.
Yeah. Yeah, new iron suit.
Yeah. With the eyes that light up, which is more reminiscent of the new costume in the comics.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, it looks like he's in trouble, too.
He does. We'll see.
He does look like
that's a purple hand holding him.
Maybe they kill Spider-Man off.
No.
After they just get him back.
I didn't see Tony this week, so we kind of talked about it. Since that's the iron suit, I'm hoping the 4 legs come out the back and hit Thanos away.
And see, that's why it's only 3.
Whatever, 3 arms coming out his back. And
it never made sense to me, the Iron Spider suit. I'm like, does he have like a 5th appendage that they're counting? Like, is Tony being like really coy here when he makes that suit? He's like, I already have 3 legs. Ha! But
that's my speculation. Is that that's how he gets saved. Is the legs hit him?
Really interesting.
Kind of an emergency.
They might already be out, and they just took them out of the trailer.
Maybe.
Could be another team member.
Oh, sure. I mean, there's 8,000.
Well,
exactly. There's so many people.
Everyone's showing up for this.
Yeah.
War Machine's back in. You see him flying in the background.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they digitally removed whatever shield they gave Cap.
Because
if you look at him running through what I'm assuming is Wakanda, he does have like a big blocky thing on his arm.
Apparently there's a lasery one that...
Well, in the comics they gave him one with, it's a shield, but it has a laser tip.
Okay.
So think about it like a lightsaber at the bottom of his shield.
Yeah, there's someone posted, I can't remember what it was. There was a one that lights up.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing is...
Oh, yeah.
It's not really there. It's a digital, but it still blocks stuff.
Yeah.
They were speculating that.
And that's kind of what I'm figuring, but I feel like there was a lot of stuff in this trailer that was very, like, they took stuff out digitally. Yeah. Like, they're like, oh, that effect, we're just going to, like...
Take it out.
Make that one go away for the trailer. Which I'm fine with, because again...
It hides things.
This gives me the perfect example of, you know, what we need for the movie. We see Thanos with, you know, the glove, and he's already got 2 stones.
The power and the space.
We get to see what Paul Bettany or whatever his name is, actually, without all the
form.
makeup.
Yeah.
With his forehead still glowing, which I was like, oh yeah, because you're pointing out where all of the stones are, essentially, at this point.
Yeah, which I am confused by that. Is it's really him doing it, or is it Scarlet Witch?
Maybe we're going to start seeing more of her reality-changing, mind-bendy powers.
Well, that's what I thought too. Is maybe Thanos is messing with her,
maybe,
and sending her into that. Because earlier in the trailer, Vision looks like he's in trouble too.
Yeah.
Yep. Everybody has.
Everybody's
to look like
in trouble.
But Cap doesn't look like he's in trouble.
No, it's because of the beard. It will save him.
Yeah.
Because there is even that where one of the Dark Order or whatever throws something and he's
Cap.
He's catching.
Let's be honest here. Like, Robert Downey Jr. started all of this. Cap was the turning point in the MCU that gave us the serious but still fun side of the MCU with Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could kind of bridge that whole, like, we can have fun, but at the same time tell an actual story that people are going to actually enjoy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. A lot going on.
Oh, there's a lot going on in that trailer. Like, we could do a whole segment of, like, you know...
Just talking about stuff.
Down.
Yeah.
Loki looks like he's...
Well, Loki with the Tesseract. Just like, yep.
We knew that.
Figured that one out already. Thank you very much.
And that was another Thor spoiler.
Well, but see, that's the thing. I think with this trailer, and even the reason it took a little longer to come out was they were looking at how well Thor did to what went into that trailer.
Yeah, really? I think so.
Because that was the thing. Like, Thor is huge. Like, it's doing stupidly well. So they're like, okay, we can draw, like, we can put the eye patch in, we can put the Tesseract in, and everybody will be like, yeah, you did, Loki. Of course you did. Anybody who thought otherwise is a moron. Like,
this could be the end of Loki, too.
Could be.
Could be.
Would assume so.
I'm not opposed to that. Like, someone's got to die.
Not a fake death, though.
No.
A real one.
Like, he's legit going to
he's
have
offering
to.
up. It looks like he's offering up the...
Well, but here's the thing, and this is what someone brought up. The staff that he used in Avengers was given to him by Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Thanos obviously knew that thing had a Power Stone in it.
Yeah.
But he was gambling at giving that to Loki to go get another Power Stone. So essentially he's like, okay, I give you a Power Stone, but in return, I'm going to get my staff back and another Power Stone. So I'm going to end up with 2 of them.
Yeah.
Or Infinity, like the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm going to get 2 as you borrow 1.
Mm-hmm.
Loki not only did not retrieve 1, but he lost the other one.
But it looks like it's back with one of the Dark Order guys.
Probably. But that's my thing is, like, Thanos is not going to be happy to see Loki out of...
No, and that's what the speculation is.
Yeah.
He's probably going to die. It's failed.
Yeah. That's the thing. I never realized how huge he failed by losing. Like, you're like, oh, he lost a staff. Whoop-de-doo. But then that staff ends up having power, like an Infinity Stone in it, and you're like... Someone pointed that out today on the internet, and I'm like, oh, yeah. Loki is in trouble. Yep. And especially with that ship showing up right in front of them, too, at the end of Thor.
Yeah, you know he's screwed.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, crap.
And considering what happened in Thor, they're willing to actually kill people off.
You mean the Warriors 3 without, like, any thought?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's right off the bat with Loki, that's almost the first scene.
It'll be interesting to see how they start this movie off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe and I think you start with the Guardians.
You could.
Give them a reason to get to Earth.
They're chasing Thanos for whatever reason.
We'll have to see what happens in Black Panther 2, though, right?
Well, and that's where the last Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
Probably.
And everybody's like, really? Another Infinity Stone on Earth? Like, what are the chances of that? And it's like, okay, to be fair, the Tesseract was put on Earth by Odin.
Yeah.
Yeah. By accident, though.
No, he put it there to hide it. Like, he hid it on Earth.
Okay.
But that's the thing, like, all the stones that are on Earth are...
The time one was just...
And we don't know where it came.
The Ancient One stole it, apparently.
Yeah.
From what? From who? Like, that's the thing. And again, the Ancient One can travel through... portals and this and that and everything. Yeah. So who knows where you end up? Like we saw what happened on the Bifrost when you screw up.
Yeah.
They end up in an alien planet. If you screw up with one of them nice little.
It could be how
all of a sudden Jeff Goldblum's like, "Hey, how's it going?" So I don't know.
I'm expecting him to get at least 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
Or 4 out of 6.
4 out of 6.
At least. He won't. I don't think he'll get the main one.
Well, because we still have Ant-Man and Wasp in between.
Yeah.
And they weren't even in the trailer.
They were in the trailer.
They're not in. They're after.
They're after 3. That's the thing, though.
Yeah. So
that's the thing. Maybe. Nothing big can happen in Infinity War where the world is in super peril and Ant-Man and Wasp are like, let's go on another adventure.
They're doing this thing. Let's go do
that.
Yeah. I would expect that they'd probably send Thanos off somewhere.
Maybe.
And then he gets his gear.
Maybe.
Because that was another thing that I noticed.
Oh, they said the more stones he gets, the less clothes he's going to have.
Oh, good. He'll be naked by the end.
That's pretty much, yeah. Well, they said because he starts to become so powerful, he doesn't need armor or any of that. Like, he doesn't need protection anymore because the more stones he gets, the more powerful he gets. So, you know what would be a big kind of thing? Because the Soul Gem's the only one that's left. Mm-hmm. Is if it was somehow with Janet Pym.
Maybe.
And that's your Ant-Man and Wasp movie, is the two of them pretty much having to go find her to try and find the stone to stop Thanos.
That'd be interesting.
I don't know why she would have this.
I don't know why she would have it, or maybe it's like it somehow got sent into that realm of possibility. Yeah. Like, that's the thing. It's like maybe it got hidden there because we know Doctor Strange can access those other realms.
I would almost lean towards Wakanda.
Me too. I just with that Ant-Man and Wasp movie, with that Ant-Man and Wasp movie in between, Captain Marvel works because it can go. It's back in time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we don't need to worry about that one, or maybe the stones in that bloody movie.
And maybe he already has it.
And maybe he doesn't. They just didn't show it because they took it out with CGI because that's what they've been doing with everything.
Ba-ba-ba.
We never know.
He's holding that glove. He's all like attaching that stone. And everybody's like, he's got 2. Really, that's like the 6th stone that he's putting in the glove.
Yeah.
Oh, that punch he makes, though.
Yeah.
I could feel that. Like, it felt like a good punch.
Well, it's nice to actually have Thanos doing something other than sitting in a throne.
Just sitting in a throne, yeah.
And making threatening, like, I guess I have to handle this myself. And you're
I'll get you.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
Doing stuff. Yeah.
You know, like Dr. Claw and Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
I'll get you next time, Avengers.
I was actually expecting, though, more Black Order, though.
I think they want to save that.
Well, you already showed one.
I know, but I think they really want to, like, that's...
And probably 2 or 3 because they're pinning Vision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's them, not... It's not actually Thanos
doing
that.
Looking at the foot, it's not Thanos' foot.
And the staff.
I
think if he wanted it, he would just rip his head open.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, and that's my thing is, like...
But I was expecting it more like a Black Order are trying to collect these things and they fail, and then Thanos would come in for number 4. That's kind of what I was expecting, but I guess not.
I don't know.
Thanos is doing it himself, like he said.
That's true. Yeah, but and the Black Order can more go after, like, the Collector.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he's already down in the dumps.
What's he gonna do? Like, let's be honest, we've seen Benicio del Toro's character. He's not, like...
I don't know if the Collector actually has any powers.
I don't... Well, and that's the thing. He's like a Jeff Goldblum. He's just kind of got power.
Maybe Jeff Goldblum has the
Soul
other
Stone.
stone. We just didn't see it.
They took it out with CGI.
Through the whole movie. Nutted again.
That's what you get for not letting her, like, jump around on you. Dog's just like, well, guess which one do you get now? But yeah, like, it's a good trailer. Obviously, it's not giving away much other than... And again, it's not like we're getting info we didn't get before.
No.
Yeah, we kind of knew about that.
We know the Winter Soldier's around. We know that, you know...
And he has his arm.
Yeah.
So, obviously, Black Panther did something.
Oh, well, and again, Wakanda is the realm of, like, super tech.
Give him his shield.
Yeah.
Give that guy his arm.
Yeah. Everybody, I know, there's memes all over the place. Get that man his web shooters. Get that guy his this. Get this man his, like...
Save it for Wakanda.
And you're just like, yeah, everybody just goes to Wakanda, and there's just, like, him going, like, get this man his thing. Get this man his helmet.
Well, obviously, Ulysses Claw got his thing from them, too.
Yeah. Oh, obviously.
I'm just imagining them all walking into this, like,
there's
store,
a big lineup,
like,
yeah.
dun, dun, dun,
there's a big lineup.
Hey,
so
web
like,
shooters.
Yeah. And no, it's not even there. It's just, like, a counter. And they're all lined up, and there's just, like, Black Panther behind the thing. Get this man his blah, blah, blah. Someone's running to the back.
Especially me.
Thanos is, like, destroying all of New York. There's just a lineup of superheroes. Like, what am I going to get? What am I going to
what's my technology?
Woo!
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. It'll be... And again, I'm good. This is a good trailer.
Yeah.
Gets you pumped. Gets you
it has good hype,
Gets off the ship.
Huh?
Well, that's the thing. We see Hulk on Earth, and we see Thor in, obviously, the Guardians of the Galaxy ship of some kind.
I want to say he falls from space. He's powerful enough he could survive that hit.
Oh, no, that part's fine. The Hulk can't die.
Really, he can't.
No. Like, that's... Even in the comics, it
thing,
got to the point, like, that's how Planet Hulk came to be in the comics, was things were getting rough on Earth with him, and they're like, we can't kill him.
No.
Like, this is...
We have to send
This is
him away.
Professor X and Doctor Strange and Iron Man, like...
Mr. Fantastic.
And Namor, Mr. Fantastic. Like, the big brains, the big, like, kahunas of the Marvel Universe going, we can't kill him.
No. We
Like,
need to send
we've
him off.
tried. We can't. We're going to shoot him into space. And then he's someone else's problem.
Yeah.
Then he comes back and just is really mad.
But that's the thing. So, yeah, we could definitely see... And it depends on how close... Because Thor's ship's obviously headed towards Earth.
Yeah.
So how close they actually get when they run into Thanos' ship. If they're close enough, yeah, it's totally possible that Hulk just...
He falls and happens to land in the Sanctorium?
Sure.
I don't know what that's
called. Well, the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Yes, that's...
But even like, you have Doctor Strange as the, like, giant MacGuffin now. Where it's like, we need the Hulk, and we saw him land in, you know, the Arctic.
He could just
And Doctor Strange is like, he's
right there.
Especially the Hulk, or the Doctor Strange we saw in Thor.
Yes.
It was super powerful.
That was so
being so much more, you know, time jumpy and space jumpy and all that stuff, and even like him locking Loki up.
That was great.
Yeah.
Is a huge thing to show off. Like Loki's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
So to have him locked in a, like infinite loop of falling.
Yeah. I was falling for
half an hour. Woomph. But to have him be able to do that to Loki shows just how strong Doctor Strange has gotten.
Yeah, and I'll be interested to see how he interacts with even Thanos.
Sure.
If he's all powerful like he is.
Thanos, I have come to bargain. Whack!
Or he just uses magic and just takes the gems off.
Sure.
Could be.
And splits it up.
I'm thinking they depower Doctor Strange pretty quick. Like, he sees the Eye of... Thanos sees the Eye of Agamotto and is like, and... Boop!
I don't know.
And bam!
Yeah.
Or his magic has no effect.
Or he gets enough gems where...
he can.
Doctor Strange is all like, I am Agamotto, I call upon you too! And Thanos is just like, no.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And I want to see a superhero beatdown in this movie because that's what needs to happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen, especially with Feige saying that 4 is the last one in this time period. Or something.
Well, it's the last one in this, because Spider-Man launches the next.
He's going to be the focal point.
Piece of stuff. There was a quote from Evangeline Lilly saying, I forgot to open her chat, but there was a quote from her saying this is like the season 4 of Lost where everything started to shift.
Yeah.
That's what's happening with the MCU right now is we're getting that shift again.
In storyline?
So you're going to get... everything's going to...
There is speculation too because Marvel did a casting of 2 really small actors and they're speculating what those 2 small actors are going to be. I don't want to say it because I don't know how you guys are about it because I read it and kind of spoilerish, I guess.
Yeah. And there's that news that Disney's pushing to get that contract with Fox done.
And who knows if they get that done again.
Yeah.
That changes a lot of things.
That could
change
4,
so much.
Yeah.
Maybe you add some other guys.
No, for sure. And
don't get Hugh Jackman back and fight Thanos.
I would love to have Hugh Jackman back for Wolverine with the actual fighting with the Hulk and that kind of stuff, but at the same time he's got one left in him. He's not going to stick around to do more Wolverine. So you're only going to get one with Hugh Jackman, and then you got to change up Wolverine. I'd rather them just be like, Hugh, we love you, but this is our time to reboot this character. If you want to be involved in some other way, that would be stupendous.
Yeah. He could still be the old man, just from a different universe. Sure,
they could pull that move, but that's my thing is, I feel like...
They need a fresh...
If they're gonna bring in the X-Men, you need a fresh Wolverine. Make him the short, like I've been saying, if you're gonna reboot, he has to be short, he has to be that, cannonball kind of character.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think you bring in the Fantastic Four before you bring
I think they're a big...
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Fantastic would be just another brain to...
Yeah. And especially dealing with cosmic stuff, because that's where they're headed in the next...
Yeah.
The next thing. They've said we're going more cosmic. And Mr. Fantastic is definitely more cosmic.
It would be, yeah.
And then they can do cosmic for a while, and then, all of a sudden it's like...
Come back to
Earth, and the mutants are starting to...
But that's just think of this now. You could do a secret invasion thing where they're taking over all the old heroes.
Yep.
Well, and that's where the speculation of young Avengers are fighting the old Avengers.
Something like that.
They're secretly Skrull.
Sure. But that's my thing is you can
a lot of ways you can go with this.
Yeah, but that's if the Fox deal does go through, because yes, they are talking about it again that it's back on.
Yeah.
I feel like you bring the Fantastic Four in slowly, and even the ultimate way of bringing mutants in works. So the ultimate way was government experiments trying to recreate the super soldier serum.
Could be, yeah.
So Wolverine's not actually as old as they say he is. That's the thing is, so that these mutants you have to rewrite Magneto. He still has to go through some kind of persecution.
Yeah.
But it can't be...
I mean, in this day and age, you can also change his racial.
Sure.
And he could be going through that.
So he could have become a mutant back in, the 50s or 60s, and yes, an African-American guy living in the States going through...
slavery.
That part. Well, not slavery, but the 50s and 60s where they were trying to gain recognition, and he was one of the people in some mass shooting with the Ku Klux Klan.
Something.
There's that kind of stuff. He has to go through some kind of trauma that he blames on a specific...
I just think that would be a harder one to do, because if you're doing government experiment, we have this big society of mutants that were hiding.
But they're not big. Like, that's the thing. It's a very slow thing, and it's just the mutant abilities are just starting because there's been enough people that have been experimented with.
Yeah.
That they're starting to have kids, that their kids are starting to get older, and that's the whole shtick.
I guess.
Is it's taken that time for that to work its way through all of these systems to where kids are now having.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you want the quick thing, reverse House M.
Or, yeah, again, yes, you just do Scarlet Witch. And again, we'd have to see what the reality gem can do, and...
Yeah.
We have to see what happens after Infinity War.
I don't know. It's nice speculation to have.
Totally.
If they do the Fox thing.
Yep.
But I think it's already set in stone.
I think Infinity War pretty much is. I think your end trailer thing for Infinity War or Avengers 4, so Gauntlet.
Yeah.
I think your big thing there is, yes, if you do get any of those things back, you start teasing at... You show the Avengers building with the giant 4 on it instead of an A. And that's your end, like, teaser.
Yeah, it's that Tony moved out to make a room.
Tony moved out because someone bought that tower.
Yeah.
Mr. Fantastic and the family.
It's either they're going to be the Baxter Building or Oscorp. That is my... There's no other tall buildings with important people that I give two craps about. Like, it's not like Wakanda is going to move their headquarters to New York.
No.
So it's not them.
Or it's the new condos and apartments for all of the Asgardians.
They're moving to Norway.
Or they can go to New York.
They're moving to Norway. They're moving to Norway. That scene was shot in Atlanta anyways, so... Whatever. Anthony Hopkins wasn't even supposed to be in the film, apparently.
In Thor?
In Thor, he had a scheduling conflict.
Oh, yeah.
So he was just going to be dead.
Can't find him anymore. Sorry.
So that's why in the trailer you see them in New York.
Yeah. With
her breaking the hammer.
Yeah.
They had to do reshoots because Anthony Hopkins was like, I can come back. Like, I have, like... And they're like,
makes sense.
Cool! Come!
Yeah. Go.
So they flew out to Atlanta and, filmed his scenes.
Nice.
That was a nice scene.
It's perfect. And the fact that it's Norway is, like, that nice little Viking touch.
Yeah.
It's where a lot of that lore started to, come out of. And so it's like, we'll just move to Norway. And you're like, yeah. But that's my thing. I don't know who else could be moving into that Avengers Tower other than Osborn or the Fantastic Four.
Which, I guess, Osborn would make more sense at this point in time.
At this point, he's the only guy we own to move into that tower.
Yeah.
Whereas...
Who knows?
And the Baxter Building had its own look to it, which I would like to see in the skyline. Like, you start getting the Avengers Tower and the Baxter Building.
Yeah.
Because it's not like the Daily Bugle's gonna buy. Like, there's no.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of big towers in that.
I don't know. I can't think of anything that would be.
No.
Yeah, no. I think Oscorp would make them.
Oscorp makes the most sense at this point, unless they get the Fantastic Four back, and that's why I don't think they've said anything as to who that tower got bought by, other than the tower's been bought. Unless they legitimately in Avengers 4 or Avengers 3 are like, on the news, it's like as Avengers Tower comes down. Because whoever bought the property just tears down the gigantic, high-tech tower.
That would sound like an Oscorp thing
Maybe.
Thing to do. Because he wants it in his own image.
But they just tear it down, and then it's like, that story plot's done with. Just like the glove with, hella, or, fake.
Yeah, fake. Solve the big,
loose ends. Who likes loose ends in movies?
Who knows?
Either way, there's that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm pretty excited for it, though.
I still hope there's a line with War Machine asking Tony why there wasn't a parachute in his suit.
Oh.
Because I was talking to my coworker because I'm like, War Machine was in the back, and he's like, well, so he's obviously like with the suits doing most of the work for him. Let's be honest.
Well, he's starting to walk around,
and he had the obviously Tony built him the bio spine leg thing,
Mm-hmm.
but the suit's obviously going to be able to, roadie can be roadie in the suit. And I'm like, I just hope he's pissed off that Tony didn't put a parachute in his suit. And he's like, and my coworker's like, but Spider-Man came, after Civil War. And I'm like, but it was the same costume. That, at the beginning of Spider-Man, it shows him getting his costume, going to fight in Civil War. And after that scene is over, Rhodey falls from the sky. There is no point in there that Robert Downey Jr. is like, can I see your suit for I don't know, a couple hours?
Or he takes it.
But he doesn't. We see it happen where
I don't know.
Tony drops him off. He takes his suit and goes upstairs. Like, he's had that suit since Civil War, so obviously he was like, oh, this kid totally needs a parachute, where my best friend does not.
Does not. He trusted his friend more to not...
Just not plummet out of the sky if his suit failed?
Yes. He didn't expect Vision's beam to go... I don't know. Into his core.
Well, again, though, I feel like that's a good fail-safe for everybody who can fly to
have a parachute.
Vision doesn't have it.
Vision, if he hit the ground, would not die. He is beyond that. So that's my... I hope there's a little... like, no one that can get her, like, you know...
I don't know.
I feel like the two people without superpowers... See, but I bet you there's a parachute in that suit. Because it was built by the Army. Do not tell me they did not put a parachute in there.
No, that was his old one. His old one got destroyed.
Okay.
And then Winter Soldier got destroyed.
Well, Tony Stark obviously built the new one, so he probably put a parachute in it because he did the same Superman.
He knew where that story was going. He didn't put a parachute in.
Parachutes for everyone. Except Rhodey.
That's what they get in Wakanda.
Parachutes.
Here's your parachute.
Get this man a parachute.
Your parachute.
You get
not guns, not
anything
anything
else. You get web shooters.
Yeah.
You get a shield. You get a hammer. You get a parachute.
Yeah.
Get this man a parachute. Here you go.
Oh, thanks.
You leaned against it. Either way, exciting stuff. Good stuff. Also, Spider-Man obviously fighting. It looks like he's higher up. There's some buildings and stuff behind him, so it'll be nice to see him actually, like, you know, gain some height.
Maybe.
Because, I mean, in most of Homecoming, he was staying low to the ground like he was told to do, so it'll be cool to see him actually in New York proper.
Let's see how Aunt May is with him.
I don't know how much of that we'll get. Like, it's tough to do now.
Maybe that's why he has an iron suit, is because Aunt May took his actual suit away.
She's not going to let that happen.
And then he goes into Tony and says, hey, Aunt May took my suit. Can I have that one?
Then Tony would just go hit on Aunt May. And
just be like, yeah.
No.
I feel like they come to him for help, and he's all like, I'm ready, and he puts his costume on, and Tony's like, yeah, that ain't gonna do it. Like, we've just watched 3 people die.
Maybe,
like, take this suit so you, like, I'm not bringing, like, we need you, because we're running out of people.
Yeah.
But I'm not sending you in there unprepared, like, suit up.
Yeah.
But he's in New York. He's on the other side of that ring thing. Maybe it's a portal. That's how they get to the other planet. Maybe it's a portal.
There you go.
Could be. Because you do see Thanos walk out of, like, a black.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that he cast that himself. That didn't look like a...
Okay, as long as Avengers 3 also does not have a giant portal in the sky that they're trying to beat.
That's it. That's what that circular thing is. That's a portal in the sky.
No, I'm done with that in movies. That trope is I'm over. No. Someone did a list of, like, all of the movies in the last 5 years that have used the giant floaty, like, cloud in the sky.
I want to see this list.
It's pretty large.
I don't know.
Ghostbusters, Avengers, yeah. The ending to the new Ghostbusters is a giant floaty something in the sky.
Teenage Turtles had something.
Giant floaty thing in the sky when the Technodrome's coming in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, where else are they supposed to come from?
Flying. I don't know.
They're all advanced technology.
And
ghosts.
And ghosts.
They can fly.
The Technodrome was underground in the cartoon. Just start building it underground. That would have been, like, the better... I don't care. Open a portal underground. It's not, like, right above New York.
That's not...
Just not above New York.
No one will see that coming. At least in the sky, people can see it coming.
You don't need to see it coming.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
How else are you supposed to save the civilians?
It's the point you don't. They all die.
They all die. Mass casualties. Bring in the Avengers.
Everyone must go.
Everyone can float.
Everyone can. But that's the thing. And the fact that it's always New York is the other piece that's like... It's always New York. It's always the float.
Always how it's been.
I know, but now you have the giant floaty thing above New York constantly.
The big battle scene is going to be in Wakanda, which is in Africa.
Which is nice. Like, it's cool to see
Wakanda.
It's cool
to go somewhere else.
And that's, again, if they can get Fox in, all of a sudden we can have
Thor 2 is in Iceland.
Yep.
So it's not just in New York.
Thor 3 was barely even on Earth, so...
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah, and Thor was fought up in
the Guardian movies weren't even in New York.
Yeah, exactly. See, all this shit.
But they didn't have floaty space clouds trying to destroy them. I don't know why people live in New York in the end.
Yeah, it's like, oh, there's another floaty cloud with aliens coming through.
Because, again, even Winter Soldier was Washington.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where's Doc Strange's final fight?
Wasn't the base in New York?
No, they were in Hong Kong.
Oh right, Hong Kong.
I didn't see Hong Kong. It's all over the world.
There was one in New York.
It starts in New York, but then it expands.
Either way, man, we got some good shots of the new movie. Most of them are probably fake.
I don't know.
The Care Bears are probably going to show up in the real movie.
That'd be awesome.
Care Bear countdown. Care Bear stare. Thanos is like, no.
That's the secret.
That's the secret.
My weakness.
Weapon. Kindness.
As he slaughters them all.
Oh my god. Whack.
Sorry, kids.
Yeah.
That would be an amazing scene, though.
That would catch you off guard.
I saw Care Bears at the store the other day. And I used to have
They're
one.
Still selling those things?
There's new cartoons and everything.
Yeah, they're still...
But either way, like, I had one as a kid. And I'm like, I'm trying to remember the name of my Care Bear. So I'm going... No, he wasn't...
I think that's the only one I know.
Lionheart was the lion.
Yeah.
Mine was pink. With a tree...
Doc?
And 2 flowers at the bottom of the tree. After enough research, which took way longer than I thought it would, I have Friend Bear, which is what I remembered. But when I looked up Friend Bear is not pink.
Okay.
And Friend Bear has just 2 giant flowers on, like, his thing.
Okay.
And I'm like... So by looking it up, the version I got was some, like... Earth Day special Care Bear, which is why he has the tree.
Maybe it's worth a lot.
I chewed his ear off when I was a kid, so not anymore.
Still, maybe.
Someone would want that.
I looked at it. He's not actually selling for that much, but it took me forever to figure it out. But yes, there was a special like brand of them that came out for not Earth Day, but as an environmental type awareness campaign. And I'm like, okay, I'm good now, because I thought I was going insane. I had that thing for so long. I'm like, he's Friend Bear or Friendship Bear or something. And every time I looked it up, I'm like, that is not my bear. Where's my
bear?
Where's my bear? Took me a while. I think you throw the Care Bears into the next Avengers movie. That's the crossover.
I think Care Bears need their own movie first.
Live action Care Bear movie?
Yes.
Done.
I don't know how you're going to pull it.
But not child version, like mature.
A dark, by the creators of It. Care Bears. The countdown is on.
Terrifying.
Call me.
We've got ideas.
I've got this trailer. That's all you need.
The countdown
is terrifying enough. Sounds like it.
Care Bear countdown.
We're all friends down here.
We're all friends. They're up. They're on the clouds, dude.
Yeah.
We're all friends
up here.
Up here. Okay. Drown in our friendship.
Don't you want to be my friend? Either way, moving on to other movie news. There's been some casting news from Disney. Don't know why we bother talking about anybody else.
Other than Disney.
Yes. But Mulan has been cast.
Go ahead.
Liu Yifei.
There we go.
There you see, yeah.
I don't know. Say it with confidence.
Yep. Liu Yifei. She was in
Forbidden Kingdom
with Jackie Chan and Jet Li.
Yes.
That's all I remember from that movie.
Yeah. She is a singer.
Is she?
Apparently she has some singing.
Now, was this... I don't think Mulan was going to... There's no singing.
No, but they're
taking the singing out, which...
Yeah. Which is that one song.
Okay, as long as behind when they're doing the training thing, instead of some like epic movie montage thing, all it is boom, bum bum bum, bum bum bum. Like even if it is the cinematic version of "I'll Make a Man Out of You," everybody will be like,
yeah.
Because that's all the theater needs. They don't need the actual song because honest to God, it'll turn into a sing along.
What I'm curious is, are they gonna have like? Are they going to go, realistic, or are they going to go, like, Mushu, the cricket, and...
I feel like you call this almost a mix between a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and a Western, like, Western type of
The dragon
film.
and the cricket are all in her head.
But not even, it can be, because the dragon is supposed to be her spiritual guardian type
of
thing.
Which could be in her head.
But you can play it as she can see Mushu, who is like a little spirit around her.
A spirit dragon.
But then she can also be using that, the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, a bunch of those, when they punch, they're not actually punching, but they're sending out some kind of force. You could give her some of that to go along. Like, I don't know. Like, that's my thing. I think if you mixed the Western and the Eastern versions of a martial arts movie, you can end up with a really kick-butt movie.
Yeah.
But I don't know where they're going with it. Especially when the songs are gone, I'm out. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
I can't follow this.
It's not a musical anymore. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Christina Aguilera shows up, does her song, like...
Yeah.
She seems... I think it's young enough.
Well, and that's the thing, like, we looked it up, so she's 30.
She is 30.
But she does look younger.
Yeah. But she looks so, like, feminine.
But that's kind of half the point.
Yeah.
She would be almost a young...
That's the piece.
A young
he
male.
Was, yeah, Mulan was supposed to be pretending to be essentially an 18-year-old male with a baby face, like, almost.
Yeah. Which would be that.
Which Asians are good at.
I was going to say, and you know what? That's my thing is...
Asians are very...
We've been saying it for ages, is Asians go from being young to being old.
Yeah.
Just instantaneously.
Like, look at Brian. He's like in his 50s right now.
He really is. You could not tell. He's the oldest one out of all of us here.
My body feels it!
But yeah, like, that's... So, and I mean, she does. She looks young enough, and I mean, that picture's older now.
Yeah, well, that's from
that's Forbidden Kingdom.
That's
that was like...
That was almost 10 years ago.
Right.
Was it 10 years?
Oh, yeah, that movie came out a while ago.
Yeah. Fact check.
So,
Unless they do it kind of like Jungle Book, where there's like... It's not a musical, but there's like some tidbits
But there's 2 songs in...
Yeah.
You don't... I guess that could be... Jungle Book wasn't classified as a musical.
No.
Even though it did have 2 songs in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You do that, I make you a man or whatever.
You know what? Even if, again...
but I could see so many issues popping up.
Yeah.
With that song.
Right.
So...
But that's the point of the movie. I'm tired of people. They're ruining all.
But I could see
things.
that being the issue with.
Don't care.
That song.
Do it.
That song was so great.
Then I can find out.
I'm not saying.
Then I can find out who I am no longer speaking to. See, that's every time one of these things comes up, it makes it very easy for me to figure out that I can no longer associate myself with certain people because they take things way too seriously. The internet got in a giant fight the other day over "Baby, It's Cold Outside."
Really?
Really?
Because she keeps saying no, and he keeps insisting that she stay over. When really that song was written by a husband and wife.
Yeah.
To end their parties, they would sing that song. That was like as they were ushering people out the door.
Yeah.
They would sing it to each other, and everybody's like, they're flirting with each other. That's the whole piece of it. And then, well, they said, "What's in this drink?" And they're like,
breaking things down.
It's all about context.
Yes.
And what's going on.
Yes.
Sometimes couples can flirt.
No.
Like tea.
No. Once you're married, you can't.
It's like, no.
I know that rule.
Well, and again, like that sparked a giant conversation for a bunch of us.
I've heard that. I've heard that debate.
But again, we're sitting there, and it's like, are we not allowed to like
flirt anymore?
No. And what's flirting high can, and again, like I said to someone, I'm like, if I would have, asked someone out, and they would have been like, well, no, I would have been like, oh, I'll just like, next week work or something,
Yeah,
like
you'll try and persist.
You will push that extra little bit and not be like, well, like, let's go out now.
Yeah.
It's essentially like, oh, today doesn't work. What about?
Yeah, there is a difference between harassment and just, persistence.
And if that person would go, no,
respectful
I don't want to go out with you. You're like,
fine.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Thank you very much.
I will stop this.
Yes. But that's the thing with that song is, again, it's supposed to be that playful back and forth, and especially if you look at the time period of the song was.
Yes.
She goes, oh, I gotta go, because, like, what are the neighbors gonna, like, we're not married, what are the neighbors gonna say if, they see me coming out in the morning kind of thing. He goes, oh, you're gonna get pneumonia, like, just stay. Because she's like, I should, but she doesn't want to, so she's giving the excuses to make him, it's...
Anyways. Yeah.
I think that song goes in the movie. And I think... You do the instrumental version, and to kick off the instrumental version, that character, whose name I can't remember, but the prince, whatever.
Yeah.
He's all like, I'll make men out of you yet. And then the song
starts. Oh, they'd be like...
And everybody will be like, yeah!
And then they can sing along for themselves.
Yeah.
It's just instrumental.
I really hope that actor can pull off the move where he, like, throws the jugs up, spin his stick, and...
Wow.
CGI is a great thing.
It is.
He doesn't even need the stick.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Wasn't this movie supposed to be the next one out?
2019, though.
I can't remember, because I thought this was actually supposed to be out not too in the not too distant future. And this
Hit theater sometime in 2019.
And this is the only casting they've done.
Yeah.
Which is really kind of...
No, they have another one coming.
Was it Aladdin this next?
Yes.
Yes.
Because it's all cast.
Yes, Aladdin.
Or was it, no, it was Lion King.
Oh, Lion King.
Jon Favreau's Lion.
Yeah, Beyonce. We had talked about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That other last week.
I'm still confused by that.
Because she can sing.
Well, no, not the casting. That's good casting. I'm still confused as to like I'm getting
how they're going to do it. I think you add hunters into it. Give it a human aspect.
Or it's purely CGI.
Which again is just an animated movie like the last.
Yeah.
But shot in Africa.
But the
I'm sure they will. Well, no, they won't, because Jon Favreau's Jungle Book was all green screen.
Was it?
Yeah.
With like, when Mowgli like jumps from one log to the next log, the log was there.
Oh, okay.
Everything else was fake.
Yeah. Like, so that's the thing. Jungle Book, they had one, maybe 2 or 3, like, human actors, like, in there. The rest was all CGI.
The best part to the Jungle Book...
they had his dad, like, and then there's that girl.
Yeah,
was
the best
girl
part...
in it? No, girl wasn't in it. In Jungle Book, the girl wasn't in it.
She wasn't. I don't remember.
I thought it was just him.
Well, there's that scene with his dad.
Yeah.
In the cave.
Shere Khan kills his.
Oh, right, yes.
There's at least that guy.
Okay, so there's 2 human actors in Jungle Book.
So my thing with that, and I mean, Jungle Book's always had that human element. You needed the humans, because Shere Khan hates humans. That's his whole existence, is pretty much like kill all humans. But Shere Khan also got, like, there was a lot of added story to the Jungle Book. Like, and that I was not expecting, where he's all, like, sitting with the wolves, and you're like...
I know.
Oh, yeah, and all of a sudden, woof! And you're like...
And you're like... I did not see that coming. I did not see that.
I was
like,
so maybe Lion King will be a step up from where it was.
And it could be. And that's the thing, is you can go more Macbeth with it.
Yeah.
You could.
Yep.
All of a sudden, everybody's talking Shakespearean.
Yeah.
No,
Doth, we shall go to the Pride Lands.
As long as they have the songs in there, I'm good.
The song's really good.
I think you changed the songs up, though. No?
Just can't wait to be king.
Done as a rap.
No. Then you're racial profiling.
But okay, so think about Beyonce Knowles type of music. Why not use that in the
But she never sung that.
I get that
was
piece.
a Simba
and
song.
It's going to be the kids singing it. But that's my thing, is like Childish
Can They Feel the Love Tonight? That would be both them singing it.
A rap mixed into a ballad.
A duet.
Jay-Z can write it. Oh wait, are they still married?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
I thought he cheated on
No, because
her.
they're having twins.
Go back to our days of R&B.
But that's my thing, like, if you mixed a Jay-Z style rap with Beyonce's ballad type thing for Can You Feel... I know they have, so it would be wicked for Can You Feel the Love Tonight.
Yeah.
Like, get away from the Elton John... Not that Elton John was bad.
Glover can do it.
Well, and Glover can do that piece, which is why I'm saying, like, you might as well have him do some kind of something like that, and then her do the ballady bit, and it'll be like, whoa. Because don't tell me Seth Rogen and, whoever they've got doing Timon are going to pull off a...
They could do the Hakuna Matata.
And Hakuna Matata.
They could do that.
They're no Nathan Lane, and
whatever. They don't have to be.
Yes, they should have been.
I think in the Lion King you'll see more interaction between Scar and
I believe
Aenus.
so.
Oh yeah.
I think.
Or even just build up with him and Mufasa.
Yeah, good. Or then have more time with Simba and Timon and Pumbaa together.
Maybe.
They're growing up.
They're growing up together instead of just the like...
Yeah, actually show growth.
Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata.
Songs. They're good.
They are good. I'm not saying they're bad songs. I just feel like with the cast you have actually a really cool way of doing a different version of those songs.
I don't see that happening.
Because again, Seth Rogen, they can pull off Hakuna Matata, which is fine. But when you have Beyonce Knowles and you're doing the Can You Feel the Love Tonight part, like...
Have her sing it at least.
Oh, she'll definitely sing it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're going to get her to sing.
Or you bring Elton John back.
To do some new tunes?
Yeah.
Him and, oh man, I can't remember the guy's name.
Elfman?
No, Elfman wasn't involved.
Alan...
No, there was an actual, like, African composer who
came
with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Like Circle of Life is great.
Kobe something, or, yeah. Because I have his album that like they came out at the same time, so there was just Rhythm of the Pride Lands, and that was all his contributions to the Lion King.
Yeah.
So the snippets they took out of his music to throw into like the like that's all that guy. That was clearly not Elton John.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But that was his piece, and like he's got some wicked tunes on his album. So
bring those two back for music.
Sure.
I really would love it if they start the movie off Circle of Life with the and then only at the end do you say Lion King.
No, those they could start out with building that relationship between Scar and Mufasa
as kittens.
Oh,
could be, and how they don't,
and how Scar got his scar.
Yes.
How Scar
and how his
Scar.
name's really Joe. or
Bob.
Sean or Bob or something really plain, like a very
Scar sounds
cool. Well, because again, does he come out of the womb and you're like
cut?
Something screwed up. Oh, we were gonna name him Scar. He has to have a reason.
That'd be so awful.
Or again, is it?
That would traumatize me as a child.
But legitimately, you could show Mufasa and Bob playing as kittens, and Mufasa gets a little rough, and Mufasa legitimately goes.
Unless they rename him, because like they're renaming Ed.
That makes sense.
Oh yeah.
So
because you don't need Ed, and Eddie as hyenas anymore. No. You can actually have brutal hyenas.
Yeah.
But like my thing is, show them as kids, and why Scar hates Mufasa so much, and it's probably because 1, he deformed him, and 2, he can't be king.
Yeah.
And the father probably
because
told him that repeatedly.
There's a lot, and there's a lot of.
Or his dad did it to him. Like there's that.
Oh man, they get in trouble. Oh man,
there's that favoritism.
They get in trouble, and Scar's the one that gets like.
Yeah.
Man, we're going dark with this. Hey Disney.
Domestic abuse.
We could
give us a call.
Be part of the Macbeth thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Macbeth's father wasn't really involved in it.
No.
That was just a jealous brother.
Mm-hmm.
They played that off, and I mean, you could still play that piece off.
And there's that favoritism, and then that's why he's just so jealous.
And then Simba sleeps with his mom.
No.
Wait, what?
There was some very, very big incestuous
in
pieces
Macbeth.
in Macbeth.
I was like, I see where you're going.
I went to Macbeth. I went back to Shakespeare.
Went back to Shakespeare.
Not Lion
Not
King.
Lion King. It's not happening.
I was like, wait, what?
Either way, let's move into some
Disney stuff.
No, it's not. We finished with Disney today.
We'll finish with
okay. Never mind.
Either way, the next bit of news, we're going to move into some game news. So Splatoon, we forgot to talk about this last week.
Yes.
Got a huge update just in time for Christmas sales.
Ba ba ba.
Hey.
So if you don't have Splatoon 2 yet,
Go get it.
now is the time because they've added 140 new.
Was it? Yeah, I
140
think I heard
new
about the
pieces.
weapons.
A lot.
So you can get new pants and new hairstyles just as a cosmetic type thing, which is nice. I've checked them out. They're and again, you're usually covering up your head unless you wear goggles or.
Yeah.
I remember, was there new arenas too?
Yes, they've added. So there's a shopping mart now.
So the main street area?
No, like an actual grocery store type thing that you fight in.
Alright.
So there's like you can fight on top of the shelves.
I
haven't played it yet. I've been a little busy.
It's been a while.
Me too.
So they said they're adding like 2 or 3 more arenas. They're adding new game modes to the thing. Mm-hmm. So it's not just our regular game modes anymore.
Which is nice.
Which is nice.
It's nice
they're keeping it. They're keeping it fresh. They're adding new weapons.
Yeah.
Part of the new, because I did go into the update to check it out. When you go into the stores, all the store people start talking to you. So you know how we were buying stuff off the app?
Yeah.
If you bought it off the app and you didn't like the stat that came with it, because the stat in the app was different than the stat in the store.
Okay.
You can actually swap them now in the store.
Ooh.
Okay.
So I believe they're slowly getting rid of the app.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So I downloaded that for no reason.
Well, no. Obviously, they'll continue using it for now.
Yeah.
But the fact that Splatoon 2 is still the only game in that multiplayer app.
Yeah.
That's a bad sign.
Is a very bad sign for that app. So my thing is, and now that you go into there and they're like, oh, so you, like, I see you have, like, the hockey jersey and it has this stat on it. If you want the one from the store, you just gotta click this button and we'll
switch it out.
And I'm like, or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you can essentially get one stat or the other on your clothing. That was cool.
That's cool.
Obviously new weapons. That kind of stuff is happening. So, and then, a bunch of new clothes and new stuff, like, to throw on your squid. There's still nothing that I can wear that looks good with, like, I have the hockey helmet. and I have the hockey jersey.
But no skates.
I need something that looks like skates.
Skates.
Roller skates.
Even if they were like, just
roller
the fake roller skate base or something. I'd be down with that. I have one of the Amiibo. They look like snowboarding boots almost. Like I put those on because I'm like, at least it's winter-esque.
Winter-esque.
Because other than that, I'm like, well, there's some Chucks. I'll throw some Chucks on, and then it can just be like, the representation of me.
Yeah.
But we should probably hop into Splatoon sometime. Do some Splatooning.
Oh, I'd be down for that.
With the new update.
Yeah, sometime.
Sometime when you're not,
falling asleep on the couch.
Oh, well, I know. Brian texted us yesterday, and he's like, Fortnite, guys, tonight, maybe? And I'm just like, if I'm
That's what I told him before.
Yeah.
I had supper and passed out on the couch.
Well, that's, like, we were on the couch watching TV after we had supper when you texted, and I'm like, I don't want to get up. And I'm like, so when I get up, I will see how I feel. Did not happen.
I didn't get home till, like, 11.
They believe you're being called.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've...
Splatooned. And if we could all get on at the same time, we can actually do, like, ranked stuff.
Yeah. I'm still not high enough class.
Get up there, man.
I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while since I played.
Hold on.
Maybe you're being called.
I'm not being called.
Here, buddy.
That's not how I get called.
Here, hubby.
Yeah, exactly. That's Nicholas, yes? Full name. I'm here. So yeah, no, it's a cool update.
This game has been out for over a year now, isn't it? Close to it.
No, because the Switch just came out in.
Oh no, it would be. Yeah, no, it was March. Something like that.
I got mine in March.
I got mine a little later.
Oh yeah, because that's when I got the Breath of the Wild for my Wii U.
Because it came out at the same time.
So yeah, I mean, I guess it's close to a year.
The funniest part is, they have almost caught up in Wii U sales.
Yeah.
By Christmas,
like total.
By Christmas, there will be more Switches sold than Wii U's were ever sold.
Yeah, they sold
and they're not
even this past Black Friday. I think
yes, and they weren't even on sale. Like that was the thing. The Switch didn't even go on sale for Cyber Monday or Black Friday or anything like that. It just
probably because there were no sales for any other systems.
There were.
PS4.
PS4 and Xbox both. I could get a Xbox One.
Was it Gran Turismo?
No, Xbox One X with a bunch of games for $300 on Amazon.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, because again, if I'm gonna get another console, like if the PlayStation, so I started looking for the PS4.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, if it's
down
to that,
I was thinking of getting a PS4, but
because I'm not gonna get an Xbox. Well, but that's the thing. Like the Xbox was that cheap, and I'm like, ooh, maybe the PS4 came down. So I looked and I couldn't find one that was that cheap, and I'm like, because again, if I'm gonna get another console, it's gonna be a PS4, because then I can at least play with you.
Exactly.
NHL.
Again, yes, and that was my big thought. I'm like, and then I could get hockey.
And Spider-Man.
Yeah. So I looked. They were on sale.
They weren't.
No. Not like the PlayStation didn't go on as good a sale as the Xbox.
Yeah, their online was better than.
Like if I could have gone out and spent $300 on a PlayStation 4 with a bunch of stuff.
Game-wise, I think it was better.
What, for PlayStation?
Even this past Black Friday.
Yep.
And I was surprised.
I finally updated my PS3 because I had to watch some, Blu-rays. I'm not done them yet. I'm almost done.
Yeah, I got a pile.
But that's not like I'm like turn on my PlayStation 3 and I'm
then the problem is you get the PS4.
Yep.
And you got two systems to. That's my issue.
See, but that's my thing. The Switch, I can play in bed. So that's my thing. Like I can sit on the couch upstairs while we're sitting upstairs and I can play. I can go to the bathroom and play. I can go to bed and play. The PlayStation would definitely be I feel like playing a thing of hockey. I will go and play. You have to a game
be invested into that.
So and I don't mind that. My PlayStation, if I got a PlayStation 4, would be used less. It's like my computer. Like I have to get into a game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Want to be like.
Well, look at Tony with Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Sure. But that's the thing. Like I get a new game. Like I got Injustice 2. I play Injustice 2.
Yeah.
And then I made the mistake of getting a new game for my Switch. So.
What game did you get?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
We'll talk about that in the post.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that yet.
Post credit.
Either way, Splatoon 2 with a big update, and they said, they're like, well, the holiday season's here.
So why not?
So this will give people who have been buying Switches Like, this is good press for Splatoon 2. It's good.
It's not like anything's really coming out for the Switch right now.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yeah, that
Other than that.
The next game. Are you ready for our next bit of news then? Here we go. Yooka-Laylee is coming out December 14th for the Nintendo Switch.
Well, there we go.
It's out for everything else already.
Segue.
But yeah, good one. I see what you did there. I know you were setting me up.
Totally did that intentionally.
Yooka-Laylee from the original creators of Banjo and Kazooie, or Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
This is now Yooka-Laylee. So Yuka is the, I believe, chameleon, and Laylee is the bat on top of Yooka-Laylee's back. And little by little, you platform around, and the bat can carry the chameleon for short distances.
Yeah, but I think in Banjo-Kazooie, you could carry around whatever was on.
What?
For a while. I don't know.
You could flap like 3 times, and then you glided. It's the same game. They just couldn't use the bear and the bird anymore, so they switched up the animals.
But still made it a musical instrument.
Yes.
It's true.
But they only made it one instrument this time.
Oh, yeah.
That's how much more synergized these guys are.
That's the name. They've had time to think about the name.
So either way, this was a Kickstarter. They kickstarted this game. And then the Switch was announced, and they're like, okay, we'll think about that. So if you get the version on the PC of Yooka-Laylee, it is made by the original people who made Yooka-Laylee.
Okay.
If you get the PS4 version or the Xbox 360 version, you're getting a company that ported the PC game.
Okay. So that's the thing. I haven't even heard of this game.
So that's the next piece is the Switch version, because their sales have been on Yooka-Laylee.
Yeah.
Because again, their Kickstarter did well, so they gave out a bunch of the game. Like, their game has done well, just not after its release, because
sales.
You have to look at Kickstarter as it made $500,000.
Right.
But it made $500,000 while the game was still in development.
Yeah.
So now this one, they're like, all of the improvements we've made to all the other stuff is going to be in the Switch version. There's also going to be some extra stuff in the Switch version that's not in anything else.
Okay.
Because we've had time to work on it, and it's the actual company who's done the game working on the Switch version. So, but it's colorful, it's fun, it's exciting. Like, it's, if you played the Banjo games, it's that kind of...
It's pretty...
Like Banjo and Kazooie games, it's that kind of shtick. Again.
Okay. Well, there was recently with the Crash Bandicoot. Even.
Right. Platformers are coming back.
Come on, Spyro.
You keep dreaming.
I will.
They're still trying to figure out how to bring, what's it called back?
I don't know.
Skylanders.
Oh, yeah, I remember Skylanders.
Well, they took a hiatus this year to see what they can do. But yeah, this
here's
is...
a hint: get rid of everything else and keep Spyro. And
no.
rename it Spyro.
That would be crazy talk. What kind of crazy person are you?
Very
crazy.
Give
me a classic trilogy pack like they have with like all the Crash Bandicoots and all that.
Well, there was the Spyro pack.
Give me the Spyro pack.
But look at how cute Yuka and Laylee are.
So cute. What a bunch of good friends they are. Only a real friend would carry you over a
fly you over one
without dropping you.
You
sucker.
Yeah. We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. Where did you go? No.
That's like Yoshi whenever you weren't gonna make a jump and you're like, "Sorry, buddy."
Sorry. Yeah. You jump off.
You get the extra, like you get the boost off of him, and he just like plummets to his death. So yeah, December 14th is Yooka-Laylee's release, which is good for them. It's a good date around Christmas, and like you said, no other real games kind of dropping in that around that time period.
No.
It's
a holiday season. And nothing
but right now, I mean, if you're getting a Switch, you've got Skyrim, you've got LA Noire, you've got like
got a lot.
The bounty of games coming out right now is insane, and like someone said, their eShop is still fairly sparse. Yeah. So now is the time to jump in because people are going to be going through there looking like, oh, I want a game, I want a game, I want a game, I want a game. Ooh.
Yeah.
What's this?
Because you can find your game way easier than, anything on the PS4 or the Xbox One. Not saying that they don't have the games.
Well,
they're just in there.
Yeah, like needle in a haystack.
Yeah.
You use a search button.
But if you don't really know what you're looking for, like, that's the greatest thing about the eShop. Is like, I go on here, and I'm like, oh, what do we got today? Like, you can go to the eShop and just... And especially with some of the cheaper games they have.
I have to try and remember my login every time.
Oh, mine is logged. I have it set to... You can set it so it just logs.
Oh, then I need to bring it over here because I don't know where that is.
Okay. Yeah, mine is... Oh, look, Xenoblade Chronicles. But even the serial cleaner thing caught my attention the other day.
What's that?
It's a top-down kind of platformer thing, and you are a... you clean up crime scenes for the mob.
Ooh.
But your whole thing is you have to avoid guards and this and that and everything while you're cleaning up blood and hiding bodies. So I'm like, all right. But again, it gets noticed because
it's on there.
It's on there, and it's not buried in a bunch of other things that are coming. So now's a good time for games to be coming out on the Switch, and especially again Christmas because
it's Christmas.
That's what people are waiting for. Yeah.
There's also then the eShop. Is it for all those grandparents that out there?
What?
Who want like those aren't physical copies.
No, but
that's how like the grandparents and the parents.
No, but this will have like a bunch of the games will have physical. Like there's enough physical releases too. Again, Skyrim's out on physical release. LA Noire you can get in a case. Like it's not like this thing doesn't accept. I have a cartridge, just the one.
Just the one. And what does it taste like?
Still tastes like earwax.
I have 2.
But that's the thing.
I have 0.
Like even my students, it is like the kids at the school are like, well, how do you have so many games on stuff? And I'm like, well, there's the online shop on the store where I still have to buy them.
I mean, you asked for a gift card, I guess.
And yeah, there's the Nintendo eShop gift cards.
Yep. Yeah, the eShop stuff.
The eShop stuff. So we'll see.
Well, you shouldn't have licked it.
That is your fault. Do not lick it.
Ah! Okay.
Okay, Tony's not here.
Last bit of news. This one was pretty funny. So.
Pause for dramatic effect.
I'm eager.
Coco came out in theaters. Disney's new movie. Now Disney and Pixar have both been prone now to put shorts in front of their films.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The newest short is a Frozen short.
With
Olaf and the princesses, and there's musical numbers and everything.
Yeah. Okay.
The short is 22 minutes long.
Yeah. Okay. It's a long.
So after trailers, the movie starts, and it opens up with Frozen.
Okay.
And you're like, oh. So most of the reaction was, oh, cool, Frozen. This is good.
Yeah. So it's like an episode of something.
It is. Okay, think about it as a television special because it runs 22 minutes long.
Yeah, it's an episode.
Yeah.
Right. So it's so all of a sudden you're watching it, and people were legitimately coming out of the theaters going, "You sold me a ticket to the wrong film."
Yeah.
Like you're playing the wrong movie in there. I came to see Coco.
Yeah.
And it's still showing me Frozen. One person online even said, because of the 22-minute runtime of that, they don't include it anywhere in the playtime of the movie.
Yeah.
So him and his girlfriend had gone. She had to go to work after the movie. So they accounted for the 20 minutes or so of trailers.
But not another
22 minutes of a short. So there's 40 minutes of sitting in front of the screen watching stuff before the movie starts. So she actually had to leave with 20 minutes left in the movie to get to work.
That sucks. And theaters are also upset too because if you take away all those 22 minutes,
you can fit in another showing of Coco.
So they're losing profits too. So
Disney has now put out a thing. Apparently, one of the movie theaters, an employee got the memo.
Yeah.
They are to remove the Frozen short from the runtime, but in exchange, they have to give Coco another showing.
Yeah,
makes sense.
So all the theaters are like, okay,
yeah,
because we're tired of getting complained to by people.
Well, yeah.
And even someone said online, why? This was clearly made as a television short.
Yeah.
Why not put it on TV on ABC, and then in between for every commercial, show an ad for Coco?
Yeah.
Get people going to your bloody movie.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. I knew Coco was coming, but Coco's another one of those, the Good Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Where I knew it was coming, but I didn't even know it hit theaters.
Yeah.
I think I knew about it. I just don't care as much.
But because they haven't advertised the
it's not as well advertised.
And again, like Star Wars, you don't need to advertise. You put out a trailer, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
You put out a trailer for, Infinity War, everybody's like, yep, we're good.
We already know the date.
We were good. Yeah, don't worry, it's in my calendar already. But when like Beauty and the Beast came out, that thing was all over TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was all over the internet sidebars of like here and there and everywhere. People were talking about a Coco.
I don't know. I want to say
even going to Disneyland. Well, this movie was pretty much should have been pumping out promos. They had one little section with a bunch of skeletons and a dog, and it's like Coco, go see it, and you're like, eh.
I don't know. I want to say during hockey games though. I've seen it.
See it? I haven't even seen it during then.
I want to say I have seen it.
I don't even know what Coco's about, or who's in it.
It's about a kid that wants to see his dead ancestors. He wants to be like his dad, like a guitarist.
Yeah.
And the way to do that is to go visit his ancestors.
And there's a dog.
In the land of the dead.
But see, and again...
And there is a dog that likes bones.
I gather. I saw that part, because that was in the teaser trailer from like 3 years ago.
People don't like him.
I remember the teaser trailer from 3 years ago with the dog and the bone.
And the bone's like moving.
Right. Because he's chasing the bone.
Yeah.
That's all I remember from this. Like, that's all I know. And again,
I know. I thought Coco was the dog.
To not, yeah, me too. I thought the movie was about the dog.
No. Yeah.
No, you guys.
For me not to know what a Disney movie's about, not a good thing.
I knew about it.
I know. But I again, and being there, like when Inside Out came out, we were in Disney World. Mm-hmm. You could get there. They had a viewing of like 15 minutes of the movie that was free in the park.
Yeah.
That was like, hey.
Inside Out was well advertised.
And they had people going like, hey, come on down and do this. You walk through another part of Epcot, and there were like the emotion cardboard standouts, like Inside Out coming out, this and that. You walk through another part, and it was like they advertised for it in places. So you're like, oh yeah, that one, with people in it.
Yeah.
Because I knew Bill Hader was in it, and I knew Amy Poehler was in it, and I know... Because I think John Stamos is in this thing, isn't he?
I don't know. That I don't know the actors in it. I know what the movie's about, I just don't know the actors.
Fact-checking!
It is the highest grossing Pixar movie in Mexico, though.
Really?
Some statistics.
Really? It's doing well in Mexico. I never would have guessed. And I dig, like, the Day of the Dead. Hey, now, see, I complain about it, and...
You recognize it now?
No, but this is the IMDb page.
Yeah.
I wonder if Coco is playing. See, after I complain, they start advertising.
8.9 out of 10.
And again, not that it was a bad movie. I'm just sad that it's not.
See, I don't know any of those people.
Benjamin
Bratt. I know him.
Yes.
I don't know Benjamin Bratt.
You
probably recognize him.
Oh yes. Yes.
Yeah. Doctor Strange.
Come on, man.
I remember him from.
Edward James Olmos is in it.
Oh yeah.
Gabriel
Iglesias.
He's a stand-up comedian.
Yeah. Like, there's people in this movie.
Ow! No. There's your face too.
You get both sides.
Cheech Marin's in it.
Hi. Get your nose down.
Puppy!
John Ratzenberger, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's a Pixar film. He has to be in it. Man, they paid a lot of money on this page.
Michael.
Dante. His name's not Coco?
No, his name is Dante, like the Inferno.
Ah.
Maybe he goes to hell.
Really?
Ernesto de la Cruz.
Where's the Coco?
I'm not sure if there's actually a person named Coco. There is no person named Coco.
Maybe that's his nickname is Coco.
Coco! Either way. Coco. So yes, before you can now, after I think it's December 8th.
Okay, sit.
So you still got a few days if you want to go see Coco and see Frozen. And go see Frozen. You can go in the next 6 days.
I would wait till after or buy this on when it comes out on Blu-ray.
Yeah, and I mean I'm probably gonna see Coco when it comes out on
Blu-ray.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
Again, I barely even knew it was in. The only reason I knew it was in theaters is because of this Frozen fiasco.
This Frozen fiasco.
You need to pay attention to your movies.
I do if I really want to see them, and I know they're coming soon. Like, that's my thing. Coco, I did not know, and Coco, I knew. Again, there was a small section in Disneyland that was like Coco, and I'm going
hot cocoa.
But yeah, you're sitting there going like, just go and see what that is, dog.
Yo, have you failed?
No, not November. I don't know what that is.
I'm assuming I know what that is, but I'm not going to talk about it.
We are not aware of what that is.
I don't know if we want to know what that is.
Nope. No, thank you. Either way, that's the news.
All right.
So yeah, no, a 22-minute short. Could you imagine if you went to a movie not knowing that was there?
That's true.
Like you're like Coco sitting down.
By the end of it, it'd be like, when is this over?
And that's mostly what people were saying. They're like, it was a good short.
Because you know it's coming. It's just, when is this over?
Yeah, but that's what people were like online. That was the reaction. Was like, oh, that was a good song. Well, that was a good like. Okay, I want to see Coco.
Yeah, I'm here for Coco.
Yeah, you came here to see Coco. If I knew that there was a Frozen thing, and I'm like, why wouldn't you put it even after?
Well, because people won't stay after.
Who cares? A kid's gonna like as soon as the movie ends and it's like written, directed by blah blah blah. Then you can say like
stay tuned
or just start the short, and then do the credit. Like I don't know, find a way of doing it, or put a little thing like the Disney voice that comes on like, hey, like everybody, stay tuned for a like Frozen short after the credits, and everybody's like, ooh. Because again, they think it's gonna be 5 minutes, and they're all sitting there. They wait through all the credits, and once the credits are all done, the Frozen thing starts, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, that was good. That was good. That was good. Yeah, why isn't it ending?
Yeah,
I want to go home." But I think it's better to miss the short than miss the feature.
Yes,
probably.
So, especially the ending of the feature.
Yeah. Well, that's my time. Good day.
Tell me how this ends.
Although, again, why you go to a movie when you have to be at work? That was my I'm looking at that going, well, you're kind of a moron.
Yeah, I never. If 20 minutes is gonna make or
break it, I'm not going.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's too close to time.
Correct.
Yeah.
Even if you work next door to the theater or at the theater, that's still.
Well, if it's at the theater,
I gotta go to my popcorn machine.
Well, that's if it's at the theater, you like call your boss and be like, "Listen, you didn't tell me this happened."
Yeah.
So either way, that's it for the Barrel Roll Newscast today. Stick around for the post-credit show where we will be talking about all the games we've been playing, movies we've been watching, and nerd things we've been doing over the past week.
One of them apparently is Xenoblade's Chronicle.
Shh! Don't
spoiler
it. While you're waiting, because it takes us about 5 minutes to kind of change all the stuff around and do all the whirly-gigs and the thingamajigs, calm ourselves down, refueled on donuts. That kind of stuff. As the exits are located, the back and forward parts of the.
No, that's not an exit.
We couldn't make it an exit.
That's true. There and there.
Not in there.
Nope.
Although if there is a fire, run in there and turn on the shower. I mean,
that can help.
It might help. It's
fight it off.
I got it. Either way, while you're waiting for us to come back, check us out at barrelrollnews.com for all of our videos and assorted other stuff that we do. Thanks for watching. I've been Nick.
I'm Chris.
I'm Brian.
And we'll see you soon.